Well, hello there, family. I didn't see you there. And welcome back to another edition of Crenshaw Corner. I am your host, Sanchez Crenshaw, and as always, I am joined by the absolute best part of my day.
That's me, guys. How y'all doing? It's me.
The apple of my eye.
Yes.
The wind beneath my wings. The rib that completes me.
Was like a wind. It was like an
I don't know
owl.
what that was. It's
What's
like an
an
owl
owl?
hooting. I don't know what that was.
Let me get a better one. Okay, I feel good.
Now, that sounds like an asthma attack, but
I mean, I'm trying to get the wings. See, the problem with you is why you're looking at me like that, because you don't know the sound of the wings for different animals. The first wing was the owl. The second wing was an eagle. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
the rib that completes me.
You're completed, baby.
The gene to my Logan.
That is, don't even tell me, coming X-Men.
Yeah, actually it is.
Boy, I know my X-Men people.
Look at you.
Listen.
I'm actually thoroughly
Jean
impressed.
Grey, honey.
You're exactly right.
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
Yeah.
But who's Logan?
Don't tell me. Let me just, Wolverine. I had to think. All I kept seeing was his
claws.
knives coming out.
His claws.
Yeah, it's Wolverine.
I'm actually so impressed.
I even watched Logan, the movie itself. I watched it with the little girl. Yes, I'm
Look
out
at you.
there.
Who's the little girl though?
Don't do that.
X-23.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say X95, but that's a good number.
X-23. Technically, X-23 is Logan's daughter.
I was feeling that in my spirit.
You weren't feeling nothing. You wasn't feeling nothing.
When you said it, let me just introduce myself because I did that so quickly. Normally it takes a little longer, but I got that. What is going on, family? What is going on, guys? I am Angela
That's
Crenshaw,
my wife,
guys.
family.
What is going on? The
Family, that's my
apple
wife.
of his entire eye. He be testifying in the beginning, people. He be testifying.
Wow.
It's Freedom Friday. I feel
It is
free.
Freedom Friday.
I feel free.
We are so free in this
So
place,
free.
family. Yeah, but technically X-23 is Logan's daughter because technically she's a clone of Logan.
Oh.
That's how they developed her through.
Okay.
She was genetically made.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using his DNA.
Wow.
So technically that's his daughter.
baby.
Yeah.
He a baby daddy. Logan's a baby daddy.
Don't do that. Don't be disrespectful for Logan. Don't do that.
I'm sorry, Logan's someone's father.
Fab, thank you.
You're great.
It is the month of fathers.
It's a month.
Respect us out here.
Yo, it's the month of
It
fathers.
is the month of fathers. Respect us out here.
Oh, all month is Father's Day.
Yeah, and family, we're going to talk to that in just a few moments.
All month is Father's Day. People, get y'all lives together, Daddy. Daddy don't want a tie, he don't want no socks.
We're going to touch on that in a minute, too. But family, before we continue, welcome.
Welcome.
We are so happy you're here.
We are.
For our new family members,
Yes.
welcome.
Welcome, guys.
Now, what constitutes as a family member is really simple.
Yep.
All you got to do is listen to one episode.
That's it.
You listen to one episode,
Yeah.
you are part of the Crenshaw Corner family.
You are part of the Crenshaw Corner family.
So for our new family, our new listeners,
Yes.
welcome to the family.
Welcome, guys.
We are so happy you're here. However you're listening, whether it's on iTunes, whether it's
Yes.
Podbean, whether it's
Yes.
Spotify,
Yes.
whether it's Google Play, whether it's
Yes.
Amazon Music, whether it's on iHeartRadio.
For some reason, you always have a hard time with iHeartRadio.
Actually, because what happens is I have an order in my head.
Okay.
And if I mess up the order in any way, because like
Okay.
what I say Amazon, then Google.
Yeah.
But if I flip those two,
It messes you up.
it messes me up for everything
Yeah.
else.
Do you need a cue card, baby?
No, I don't need it. See?
Do we need a cue card,
Oh, you
honey?
trying to get me.
Do we need it on the screen for a
You
brother?
I don't need a teleprompter. You trying to get me for a half a second. Almost forgot two things.
What was that?
Almost forgot I love the Lord, and almost forgot that you my wife
Okay, my bad.
for
okay.
a half a second.
No, baby, go ahead.
Because I was about to cuss you.
But see, why? Because I was being supportive. If this is what's happening, I need you to be able to see it for yourself. My God.
Right now, you're being a lot of things.
But not
I
supportive.
don't know if supportive is the
Right.
word
Is it
I
a
want to
nice
use.
word?
It depends on how you look at it. It's all about perspective.
Okay, my God. My God.
So we just gonna leave it
We're
right
just going to
there.
leave it. Come on, house cleep.
So
Not
once
house
again-
keep, house cleep.
So Amazon Music,
Yes.
Google Podcasts on iHeartRadio, or on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com. We thank you for listening.
We do, guys.
For our returning family members,
Come on.
You already know how we feel about you.
Yes.
We love you. We adore you.
We do.
Now, our new family members, please don't misunderstand. We love you as well. There is a special place in our heart for you.
Because you even gave us a chance.
You gave us a
we love you.
chance.
When you giving us a chance, we love you.
Yeah, we love you for that.
Yes.
But there's something about those returning family members
Come on, return.
who just keep giving us a chance.
Yes, every time. On
And they
Wednesday
listen.
and Friday.
And they look for us, and
Yes.
they listen to Midweek Moment on Wednesdays.
Yes.
They listen for the full podcast on Fridays. And they respond to us, and they email us, and they reach out to us.
Media.
And we just love it, and we just thank you.
Thank you.
And family is always welcome to the cookout.
Yes.
Make sure you bring some aluminum foil so you can what, babe?
Take something with you. And
So you can take
also,
something with
dads
you.
don't want cookout utensils, and he don't want to cook out on his day. I'm just trying to clear some
You
stuff.
just trying to clear some
throwing
stuff up.
in. Because this is the whole month for fathers, okay? I just want to clear that. Go ahead, baby.
I appreciate that, babe. Yeah. So, and also family, we consider ourselves an interactive podcast,
This is my favorite part.
which means we can be found on the socials.
Yes.
We're on
We
Instagram.
Instas.
We're on Twitter.
We tweet.
We're on Facebook.
We are bookers, people. We be out here Facebooking.
all in the Crenshaw Corner.
Yes.
And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com.
Yes.
So family, as my wife has so energetically
I'm excited for the fathers.
alluded to,
Yes.
it is June.
It is June.
And we all know what happens in June.
Father's Day.
Father's Day. So
Father's Day.
what we've decided to do, kind of like what we did for Mother's Day, Crenshaw Corner, we're dedicating pretty much the entire month
Yes.
of June to fathers. So we're going to be bringing you several different episodes dedicated to fathers. To be honest, this is not going to be one.
No, that's not it. But can I just say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I want to help people, baby.
Come on, what you got?
Sunday, June 20th, 2021.
Thank you very much.
It's Father's Day.
Don't forget. Don't act
Okay,
like
let
you
me
ain't
help
know.
y'all again. June 20th. I feel like I preached this.
June 20th.
June 20th.
The 20th of June.
The 20th of June, 2021.
It's a Sunday.
It's a
Just
Sunday.
in case you ain't know.
It's
a
Father's,
Sunday.
it's Father's Day.
It ain't this Sunday, but it's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday, okay? The second thing I need prayer.
Wow, what's going on?
My God, I'm asking for prayer.
Why, what's going
If y'all know a word of prayer.
Why, what happened?
Because we're going to break up the month of June because my mother-in-law, his mom was coming to town. And I'm trying to get her behind this microphone to tell everything, every piece of dirt
Nah,
that
we
she
not
can
doing
give
that.
off or
We not
such
doing
as. So we may have to break this up so we can
The
put
equipment
my
broke.
mama-in-law, my mother-in-law, she my in-law, my mother-in-law, my mama,
She-
Sanchez mama
Nah, she
is
she
coming
shy.
to town from Florida.
She shy. She don't do microphones.
Yes,
she
she
shy.
do. I'm getting her on the mic, guys. So I need y'all to pray my strength that
She
she will
shy.
do it. That's all I got to say.
But anyway.
You don't look excited about that, babe.
Can't you tell? Can't you see my eyes?
Is that your excited look?
Can't you just my excited look?
Oh wow! It's like, baby, the vein in the top of in the middle of your head, guys.
That's my excited. That's my excited vein.
with the vein.
That's my excited vein. Don't
But
talk about
carry
that
on. I
shit.
needed
That's my
I
excited
needed
vein.
them to pray with us, pray with me.
But
for that.
family, like my wife so energetically explained. So throughout the month of June, we are going to be celebrating fathers in different ways.
Yes.
So I'm excited because two of the episodes that we're going to be bringing to you, I'm excited about because it's going to be kind of a panel discussion.
Ooh.
So initially, what I wanted to do,
I got kicked out, y'all.
yeah.
He kicked me out.
Yeah, so at least 2 episodes this month, you will not hear my beautiful wife's voice.
Well, I'm gonna come on and say hey to the guys, man. I can't.
At least 2 episodes this month, you will not hear my wonderful wife's voice.
Dang.
You will not
I'm even
hear from
getting
her.
money for dinner and stuff, so I can't come and speak. But it's okay. I'm good.
And what I've decided to do, what we've decided to do, I've been blessed to be surrounded by so many magnificent fathers.
Yeah,
that initially I wanted to do 1 episode dedicated to a panel discussion of fathers. But I decided, no, I just can't do one.
Right.
So we're doing 2 different episodes. It's going to be 6 different fathers because it's going to be 4. It's going to be 4 in total, but including myself, of course.
Yeah.
And we're just going to sit and we're going to have open and honest dialogue about being a father.
Yeah.
It's a lost art.
Yeah.
It's an art because I think people misunderstand sometimes of what being a father is really about.
Yeah.
And not just being a sperm donor, not just being by birth certificate only,
Yeah.
but by actually being a father, actually stepping up to the plate
Yeah.
and day in and day out being a father and wearing that monocle and wearing that title of fatherhood and doing it effectively.
And I'll say this too. I'm so glad that you're doing this because if you go to social media and television and everything else, you wouldn't think there aren't any great fathers.
Yeah.
And that is so untrue. So I'm so glad that you're doing that to show that there are great fathers. There are actually more great fathers than the world wants you to know.
Yeah, they don't want you to know about us for some reason.
There's a small amount of deadbeat dads, to be honest, and I don't even like to use deadbeat dads. Dads are not available for their children. I like that a little bit better than there is, because there's a small amount, and the rest are phenomenal fathers that are working their way through, that are doing the best that they can with what they have every single day. And we want to make sure that we give them the respect that is due them.
That is due, because for some reason there's this narrative out there that fathers are not even needed.
Right.
Because if you listen to a certain segment of the population, if you watch social media enough, if you watch television enough, if you watch movies enough, they put out this narrative that fathers are not even needed in a child's life, that that it can be done without them. And I just we want to talk to that narrative, and we want to put forth a different perspective and have the family understand the importance of the role of fatherhood. Yeah.
And also too, something that you brought to my attention a couple of years ago, and every year about this time I do watch, when Mother's Day come, they start advertising Mother's Day May 1st.
No, actually, Jared, they start in like January. Right after New Year's. It's like oh, acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. It's Mother's Day.
That's not what they
That's what they do.
They don't, but my point is, so I've been watching it for a while, like the first week of May, they start talking about Mother's Day, and Jared comes on and all these things, and and I haven't seen one yet, and if I'm wrong, somebody let me know. Normally Father's Day commercials don't start the week before. The week of Father's Day. And
get you that tie.
Yeah, get a tie or go to Lowe's, Home Depot.
Buy him a hammer.
But buy him a grill that you want him to grill on, for him to grill on.
We talked about this last year.
Yeah. So we just want to make sure that this year, we want to give the fathers all of their props this year. Like the entire month is about fathers. Yeah.
So like I said, be on the lookout for those episodes. Like I said, I'm excited. I have some gentlemen that's going to be on these microphones that I love and adore as men. I love and adore as friends. I love and adore as fathers to their children.
Yeah.
I tell everyone, I don't judge, but I gear you. If you're a father, or if you're a husband, if you're a family man, I don't gear you on you. I gear you by your family.
Yeah. I
look at your wife, I look at your kids, and that tells me everything I need to know about who you are.
What do people think you are? Could you be saying that your wife is crazy? I just because when you say that, sometimes I think, what do they be thinking about Sanchez when they meet his wife?
But the crazy part, though, when people see you, the adjective they use, happy, joyful.
Yeah.
These are the adjectives they use to describe you. Yeah. I don't take all partnership in that. I mean, that's the way God made you. But, I can't make you, but I condemn you. I think a lot of people don't understand that. No, I can't make you. I can't force you to be something you're not, but I can dim your light.
Yeah.
I can put you in a bad situation that you're uncomfortable.
Even shine
with being who you are, and make you uncomfortable with shining.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, people do that.
Yeah.
I
understand that.
And it's not giving someone control. It's not that. It's the people, when you're with someone you love, you care about what they think.
What they feel.
And what they feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you condemn, just like
it sounds like you saying you can condemn. You mean
dim.
I need you to
DIM.
Yeah, because you said it like one big word, one big chunk of word.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you condemning me, but now
no, not condemn.
Right.
Dim.
You
as far as to lessen.
You condemn.
Yeah, you condemn
their light. Yeah, but when you first said it just
okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah.
As in to lessen a person's light.
Did you trying to get a Webster dictionary? I got it, player. I was just saying you put the words together.
Wow.
You found out you trying to give me a definition.
I think I'm really excited about those particular episodes.
I am too.
Flying solo. on those particular episodes. I think I may be.
I'm excited because
about
not only because of the men that you have, but because I won't be a part of it.
Right.
So for the first time in a very long time, I will be a regular listener like everybody else, because you said you're not going to let me listen to the editing or anything or the recording.
Yeah,
so to hear it, it's going to be exciting for me like everybody else. I'm very much excited.
Yeah,
seriously.
Which is crazy. It's actually it's only been one episode that you were not a part of?
Mm-hmm.
2.
Okay, no, 2.
2.
You and
Chris.
And then
Young, Black, and Gifted.
Young, Black, and Gifted, and then with Dalen.
And then,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But
I prefer you to be with me at all times. So that's the issue with the bathroom closet thing. But hopefully y'all listen to that on Wednesday about the bathroom closet thing. We're not going to bring it back up.
That's a little stalkerish. But anyway. So family, as we were saying, so we're very excited about the month of June.
Yeah.
We're very excited about, like I said, this is the month of fathers. And so the Crenshaw Corner is going to do everything we can to show love and celebrate and just be there for fathers and just help fathers understand they are important.
Yeah.
They are loved. Don't let society tell you anything different.
Yeah.
Don't let television. One of the commercials I hate, and I know I'm going on a rant right now.
You done left the building, baby.
I did because
you're already there.
And it's really simple. It's just I don't like the way, and I understand. Advertisement, you can say they do it for everybody. I get that.
But we just talking about men.
But right now I'm talking about my segment of the population. I'm talking about men. I'm talking about husbands is what I'm talking about more so.
Yeah.
Because if you watch television, if you listen to media, they will really have you thinking that men are just imbeciles. It's like, I hate this one commercial. And I know people say you shouldn't use the word hate. But that's the word I need to use because I do. I hate it. I despise it.
Could we have discussed this before we got on the microphone? What you hate? Because I'm nervous.
No, I truly despise. And I kind of understand the intent because it's from a comical. It's it's what they call it's exaggerated, but they're always exaggerating stuff when it comes to men.
Okay,
but it's the commercial where the husband and wife are sitting on their couch and they're talking about, I think it's like home equity or something like that, talking about mortgage, and the statement is made that we found out that there was money in our house.
Oh, he punching the holes in the wall.
And this gentleman is going around with a hammer, tearing up the walls.
Okay, that's a 2021. I have never seen it before till the other day, unless it was something from last year. But
and the gentleman is out here tearing up the walls because he took it literal that there's money in it's stuff like that, because they always have the men just like the one. It's a simple. I guess it's a simple dip. It's a ranch commercial, Hidden Valley Ranch, I think it may be.
Oh,
where the mother, the father, and the child is in the kitchen, and she's making up this ranch dip, and he's like, "Oh, what day is it? Is it special? Is it our anniversary?" She's like, "No, it's just Wednesday," and she's like, "Well, our anniversary's in May." He's like, "I knew that." But it's just how they make men. So it's just me.
Do you just be looking at the commercials, man?
Because I don't understand why that's the thing.
It is a major thing.
I don't understand that. I don't understand why it's the thing to make. And it's married men, it's husbands, because they don't do this to single dudes.
You know what? This is true.
If you ever look at it, if you look at the commercials, if you look at the movies, it's not the single dude that they have to be the imbecile.
It's the married man.
It's the married man. It's the husband. It's the father. They want you to think they're buffoons.
Yeah.
And I don't understand that concept. I don't understand that logic, and it irks it almost cursed. I did it.
Don't do it, baby. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it.
It really irks me.
But it bothers you.
It bothers me because that's what people start to think. Because if you see something long enough,
you'll believe it.
If you hear something long enough, you start to believe there's some truth into it.
Yeah.
Because like they always say, there's always truth in comedy.
Yeah, this is true.
That's an old saying.
Even when somebody's telling you something about yourself and acting like it's a joke, there's some truth.
There's always truth in comedy.
Yeah.
So people start believing that narrative. And that's why we said, like, for June, we just want to make it abundantly clear that for June, everything we do is to uplift, is to celebrate. Yeah. Because there are some phenomenal fathers walking this earth. There are some phenomenal husbands walking this earth.
Absolutely.
And so we just want, the Crenshaw Corner just wants to do everything we can to highlight that and shine that.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's what I wanted to say, but it's going to work.
Yeah, it's going to work too. And then just highlight, how each and every day that that fathers have different stages that they go through each and every day, and there's a different season that fathers are in.
Oh, yes.
You know, so I definitely can see that. So I'm excited. I mean, I won't be a part of, but I'm excited to hear. I'm proud of you, babe. I'm
Thank
proud.
you, babe.
You are welcome.
And I know, that wasn't the original concept of.
It wasn't,
that
but it's
wasn't
okay.
original
I think it
topic.
needed to be said.
Yeah. So what's up, babe? Because I don't even know what the topic
It's
is. So
June.
you got to tell me.
Again.
It is June.
It's June. It is the middle of the year. It's that, it's time to do audits. You know?
It is. It is the 6th month.
It's the 6th month.
We're halfway through 2021.
Already.
That's crazy.
In a blink of an eye. And I got to bring it back to everyone's attention. And my grandbaby Pooh, he's one. Okay, everybody? And and by the way, he's been in daycare. He's went to daycare.
Yeah,
yes,
he's in school. Because the program he's in, I wouldn't even consider it daycare because it's school.
Like what they do is
he's learning STEM. He's learning sign language.
He tie-dyeing.
Yeah,
he painting.
He's doing art.
He's doing it all.
There's no daycare
No
avenue.
daycare, no.
The daycare I was in when I was his age was somebody's backyard with their dogs.
That's not gonna happen.
Did I ever tell you about that?
You did, baby. It's okay.
Yeah,
You're going through. No, we're
get
not.
your mom on the microphone. Yeah, matter of fact, get your mom on the microphone.
You're gonna ask her about that.
I need to have some conversation with her.
I can't wait.
Because I want to know, how is it a good idea to put me in that daycare with them peoples? Got me in the backyard with some raggedy dogs with mange.
Is you gonna be okay?
I had a moment.
Let's leave it for mom.
I had a flashback.
I don't think you're gonna be talking like that. To her.
Never, ever.
But
never.
I mean, because keep that same energy when you answer that question.
No, sir.
Okay,
no, sir.
Okay.
I just went to the dentist. I want to keep my fronts.
I'm just saying.
No, sir.
That's energy. So he's in school. So
He's
we're
in
so
school.
excited. So anyway, but it's June. It's half of the year.
Yes.
It's already flowing.
Before you know it, it really will be Christmas.
It will be Christmas, right? And so what I wanted to do was because the Crenshaw Corner and the Crenshaws had made some plans before the new year.
We did.
Of what we were going to do. And so, and we're doing this because we want other married covenant covers. What? Who?
Okay.
Who?
So what my wife was trying to say, we want other married couples.
Right.
Because I don't know what's a married couple.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Because I think you said cover.
I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't really know what's a married couple.
I think I'm trying to bring married couples and fiancés and significant others all in one sentence.
You try to make a whole new word?
Yeah. I'm tired now. That didn't do it. It didn't work. It didn't work.
We gonna move on.
But anyway, and so what I want to do is talk about that because, and I think that other couples should really go ahead and do a married couples or significant other or fiancés and fiancés 6-month checkup, and if they've made any plans before the new year to see where they are thus far. And I think that couples should do this because if you're not where you said you were going to be, you have 6 more months to get it together, to make it so, and so I wanted to do that.
So I
had some questions for you.
Immortal words of Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Really? That's what we're doing right now?
Make it so.
Sometimes I don't know why.
I'm just saying, I love Jean-Luc Picard.
You just love TV. You just love...
See, that's not true. I don't love all TV.
No, you don't love all TV. That's true.
TV. But
I was about to talk about a show. I tried to watch it. I can't do it. But anyway, so here's the question for you.
Ragnarok?
Yes, I can. See, I did not say I was going to talk about it. I did 2 episodes, and I'm just so toe up. Why we can't never stay on task?
Before you get into that, can I just say one thing real quick?
What?
Because I endorsed a show on the Wednesday's episode that I just want to touch on real quick, if you don't mind.
Back to the boys.
Just for a moment.
Go ahead.
Family. I like the boys. You don't have to.
Oh, somebody done told you they don't like
I'm
the boys?
just saying, it ain't for everybody.
You must have got a text message.
It ain't for everybody. I'm just saying. If it goes against if it makes you clutch your pearls, it make you clutch your pearls. That's on you. Don't look at me no different.
Tomorrow or any other day.
Because I like what I like. No, I don't sit down and watch TBN all day. No, I don't. There's a lot of great programming that my church provides. No, I don't sit down and watch our website all day and listen to sermons that was preached in 1992. No, I don't.
Maybe has someone came and attacked you?
I'm just saying.
You feel like you about to be attacked?
I'm just saying. Listen, it's an adult-themed television program.
But you said that up front.
And no, it touches on a lot of different sensibilities. Mm-hmm. And the show ain't for everybody.
Okay, baby. You going to be okay? Ooh, you gotta make them speechless.
Eyes done.
Eyes done.
That's all I wanted to say.
Is we gonna get back to?
Yeah. So
we already 50 minutes in, baby. We 50
check in. So it works perfectly.
in.
We doing a mid-year check-in, and we midway through this podcast. See how I lined that up?
Look,
I lined it up perfectly.
You talented.
I know what I was doing.
You talented.
I be producing well.
You produce well, baby. Thank you. You be
check in, 6 month check in.
I don't like the way you're looking at me right now. All right, so here's the first question for you.
Talk to me.
Oh, what?
It's okay.
I'm just, I'm a New Yorker. My hands are always moving. I be to knock this whole microphone off. But
Please
anyway,
don't.
So let me see. So we're in 6 months.
We're in 6 months.
Okay, and so we made some plans.
We did
for 2021.
Yes, we did.
How do you think we're doing?
Ooh, I think we're off track.
I believe so too.
We're off track. Ooh. We're off task.
I'm very surprised because I didn't think we were going to be on the same page with this.
No, we're off task.
I very much think so.
We're off task.
We are off task.
We came.
For some of the things that we said we were going to do.
We came into 2021 full of fire.
Yeah.
Very determined.
Yeah.
And as the old people would say, just full of piss and vinegar.
People are saying that, baby.
That's what people around my way used to say it. I don't know what people were on your way.
Down south thing?
Maybe so. Full of piss and vinegar.
Baby, I can't let this go without asking you what that means. I promise. I was like, we already went down a rabbit hole. I don't want to go down anymore. But you finna to tell me what that means. What is that? What is that?
It just basically, okay. Do you remember that the movie?
Piss and vinegar. Okay.
You remember the old movie? It was an African American movie. Whoopi Goldberg was the head of the family. I don't remember what movie it was.
What movie was this?
And she passed away, and the father passed away, and everybody came back for the funeral.
And because he was mean and surly.
And they asked her, what does she want on his tombstone? And
Mean
she
and
simply
surly.
said 2 words.
LL Cool J, Jada Pinkett.
Was it Jada? I don't know. But she said mean and surly. That's all she wanted on the tombstone. Piss and vinegar is basically the same thing.
Oh.
Mean, surly, aggressive, kind of abrasive, kind of rough around the edges.
Okay.
That's typically when you say somebody's full of piss and vinegar. That's typically what you're talking about.
Okay.
They're rough around the edges, very assertive, very surly.
We came in hot.
Yeah, we came in hot. And then life happened.
Yeah.
And to be crazy, actually it was crazy. Life didn't happen in a big way. Mm-hmm. It was just a little bit of life at a time.
Yeah.
And so what happened is that, let me speak for me. I can't speak for you, but I'll speak for Sanchez. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very gung-ho. Came in, as far as physical, came in, gung-ho about my health, about exercising, came into 2021 exercising twice a day, eating right, drinking, 2 gallons of water a day, something like that, something crazy. Gallon and a half of water to 2 gallons a day, reading every day, meditating. And that just went up. That just went to the side.
I kind of think that it kind of I can't.
Yeah, it shifted.
It shifted.
And then we moved, and then some things personally happened with the family. Yeah. Some illnesses came through. Beautiful thing. We didn't lose anyone.
Praise God.
Yeah, I mean, thank God we didn't lose anyone, but some illnesses came through, had some family issues to come through. Surgery came through. And then we just got sidetracked. And then I think we just got to the point where it's like, what the heck with it? Let's just see what happens.
Yeah. When I thought about it, I said at first, I was kind of like where you are too, but what I also said was we didn't keep our promise as far as we said we were going to do day trips. Yeah. Whether we went to the beach or we went to Atlanta or if we went whatever. And if we decided we wanted to stay at the hotel, we would. And if we didn't, we didn't. But we were going to do day trips. We weren't going to do what we've been doing is basically just head down grinding. And there's nothing wrong with grinding. Nothing wrong with work, but
there has to be a balance.
There has to be a balance where we do something for ourselves. And that's what we said we were going to do. And we did that maybe twice. Yeah. In 6 months.
Because what happened was we fell into uncomfortable comfortability. Yeah. Because what the Crenshaws doing right now, we're only speaking about the Crenshaws. Right. We spend so much of our life about other people. Yeah. Helping people, doing things for other people, making sure people are okay, making sure our family's okay. Yeah. That we sacrifice a lot of the things for each other and individually. Right.
And we said we weren't going to do that in 2021.
And we fell right into that.
We went right back to it. We didn't in the beginning, but like about the second or third month. Let's say January, about March.
Yeah, February, March.
Right when we started
February,
moving.
March. Yeah.
Actually, right. I think it really went into effect when we moved.
Yeah, and the crazy part was like once we get into our new space, new space, new attitude. Yeah. And we just
level
fell,
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we just fell right back into our old ways.
Into our old ways. And the crazy part about it, we're not saying that our ways were bad. I mean, because we've been successful in so many other areas, but, but we just being transparent, honest. That there's some areas that we're not doing well in, and that's one of the areas. And I think too, one of the things that we said that we because the next question is, because basically you answered it, have you achieved any of your individual goals?
No, not one. I haven't.
No.
And the crazy part, and to go back just for a moment to that first one, and I always say this in jest, but it's real. Our life is good.
Yeah.
But it could be better.
Yes.
And I think that's where a lot of family is falling into right now. They're living a good life.
Yeah.
But it could be a better life.
It could be a better life.
And that's what this particular episode is all about, to be honest with you.
Check in.
Yeah,
and see.
It's not saying that you're doing anything wrong. It's not saying that you're living a bad life. It's not saying that you're going to hell. We're not talking about any of that.
No.
You can live a good life and be okay with a good life.
Yeah.
But we're talking about, instead of living that good life, living that better life.
Exactly. It's like going to the doctor and you get in a checkup, like a marriage checkup, like we're doing right now. And the doctor's like, no, your weight is right where it needs to be. You know, you're doing right what you're supposed to do. To me, I hear you're doing just enough.
You're doing just enough.
You're doing just enough not to have high blood pressure.
Yeah.
You're doing just enough not to have high cholesterol.
Yeah.
You're doing just enough. But what if, I remember, and the family knows, we talked about this probably last year, my hormones were off the wall.
Yeah.
And so when I went to thank you, Holy Spirit, when I went to a regular doctor, a general doctor, my practitioner, and they gave me my blood test and they gave back and said, no, you're right where you need to be. You're right in the average zone that you need to be. But my average zone that I would needed to be in, I felt yucky. I felt tired. I felt fatigued. I didn't feel well. I didn't feel good. But when I went to the specialist who specializes in hormones, who knew, and I took the blood test, they was like, yeah, you're okay, but you just not as a woman in your 50s, this is where you need to be optimum.
That's the word I wanted you to use.
Yes.
Optimal.
This is where you need to be to feel your best, to feel your greatest. That even though you're 50 or whatever the case is, your body, your hormones, and your everything is not of a 50-year-old. And I think that's what we're saying. We're saying, no, we're good, but we're not optimal.
Yeah, we're not, because there's so much more that we can give.
Yeah.
And not even to anybody else, but just to ourselves. There is so much more that Sanchez can give the Sanchez. There's so much more Angela can give the Angela. So much more Sanchez can give the Angela, and vice versa.
And show up. And yes, we are. I know our favorite word is grace and space. We are giving ourselves grace and we're giving ourselves space to grow. However, we know that we can be better. We know that we can be optimal. And so that's a huge thing. And I think when you're in a marriage, you want to talk to each other and be honest and be like, where are we in our marriage? Have we achieved what we said we're going to achieve? I know for sure that we even haven't achieved everything we need to achieve with the Crenshaw Corner.
No, not at all.
The Crenshaw Corner can go so much further and so much wider. And so that's something else that we doing a check-in and going, okay, it's 6 months. So here we are. And listeners, listen, when I tell you the amount of listeners have grown tremendously. But what we're saying is this: that's beautiful, and we love you guys so much. But we know that we can be better, and we can do more.
We can do more. We can be more of a presence. That we need to be.
And you deserve that. You guys listen to us, so you deserve the optimal Angela and Sanchez. You deserve nothing but the best. And not that we're not coming out there giving it, but we can give you better, and we can give you more.
Because there's nothing. Because first of all, family, understand, we do not take it lightly.
Yeah.
You invest your time
in us
into the Crenshaw Corner. Right. You invest your time into listening.
Yes.
Whether you listen to one episode or you listen to every episode.
Every time you listen, it matters. I don't care if it's just one time or not.
You invested your time. Mm-hmm. So how dare we not double that investment in ourselves to ensure that what we're bringing you is the optimal product when it comes to Crenshaw Corner. Because, and like I said, I'll keep saying it, and that was the best part of that movie. There was nothing else good about that movie, but this line was the best part.
Say all the time.
Yeah. It's good, but it could be better.
It could be better.
And you asked me a question as far as individually.
Yeah.
No, because I had so many goals, to be honest. And it wasn't New Year's resolutions. Mm-hmm. It was just things that I wanted to achieve coming into 2021.
Right.
And I know 2021 is not over yet, but
we're doing a checkup for the first 6 months. First 6 months.
Because I came into 2021 being, as far as weight-wise, I think I came in being right around 260. My goal was to hit 250 and then plateau and stay at 250.
Right.
250 is a good number for me.
Right.
Anything lower than that, I start looking sickly. But I didn't. I started going back up. I think I'm back around 275, 280 now.
Yeah. And the crazy part about it, it's not because you're not walking. It's not because, and this is a word that's going to hurt some people's feelings, so just get prepared for it. It's not that he's not walking. It's not that he's not drinking water. It's not that he's not doing all the things that he's supposed to do. What the issue is, he's not consistent.
Yeah, I'm not consistent in it.
I'm not consistent.
Yeah.
Because the reason why it worked because we were consistent.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you said, because right now we are living a just enough mindset right now.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of family right now is doing that. They're living that I'm doing just enough not to be upset. Or I'm doing just enough not to be miserable. I'm doing just enough to be happy.
Yeah.
I'm doing just enough to keep my bills paid. I'm doing just enough to be a husband. I'm doing just enough to be a wife. I'm doing just enough to be a mother and a father.
Yeah.
I'm doing just enough.
Yeah.
And they're not doing that extra consistency.
Yeah, consistency is everything. Yeah. It is everything. Okay, so here is, and I think that's why
what else you got for me?
I'm going to do, I put it out on my page. I'm going to do the Project All In.
I heard about that.
Project All In is what if you were all in?
Right.
That's just about, what if for 40 days you were all in?
Yeah, I heard about that project.
All in, just like all in. Like you pick one thing that you want to do, just one thing that you dreamed about, that you desire to do, or you put on the back burner. Not a whole bunch of things, but one thing.
Right, that one focused thing.
One focused thing that you're going to focus on. And for 40 days, you do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the stuff that I'm talking about, all in. And it's so crazy because when I put it up on my page or whatever, some people was like, it was so funny. It was like, I would love to do that. I don't got time. Okay, you're not all in. Like, I got it. Because this is the thing. You got to know when your season is your season to do something. And don't let nobody make you feel bad about it. Yeah. But I will say this. To show up for yourself is mandatory. To show up for yourself is mandatory. And I think right now where we are, because we've been talking about this, is the next 6 months, we have to show up. We have to
really show up for ourselves.
Show up for ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? Because the bottom line of this, people, family's not going away. Surgeries are not going to not happen if you got parents that are seasoned. Situations are not going to not happen. Money issues are not going to not come.
If you're working, work is going to be there.
Work is going to be there. Bills are going to be. But the consistency, so that doesn't mean you stop everything in your life, but can you be consistent in doing what makes you feel better and be a better person? And that's what it's about. So that's where we are as far as that checkup is concerned. Now, I will say, it says, what's the best investment you think we've made this year? That cracked me up because I already know it's two things that's the best investment. No one knows this story. I don't know if me and Sage are going to be on the same page, but what's the best investment?
You first.
Nope. What's the best investment you think we've done this year?
Our grandson.
Yeah. It's always about Pooh, huh?
Yeah.
It's always
our
about
grandson.
Pooh. Yeah.
But
that's not what I'm thinking at all.
No, what I mean by that is that we decided even before he was born that there was going to be a part of our finance that every month would be set aside for him.
Yeah.
That's dedicated for him.
Yeah.
So, and it's twofold. It's so whatever he needs now, that his parents are not able to provide, we're there as a safety net. But understand he has two excellent parents.
But the goal is like, if they ever need us, we're available to them.
Safety net.
Yeah, that safety net.
And then also for when he becomes of certain age, there's a bulk of money that we want to be able to provide to him as a start. Yeah. So he's not
got to be 21.
Yeah. So that's not something he has to worry about as far as how am I going to survive in this world?
Yeah.
But
it'll be allowanced out though.
Yeah.
We're being smart about it, but it'll be allowanced out.
So what were you going to say?
So,
because now I'm
you're so deep. That was so deep.
Okay.
So
what's
deep.
up?
So let me tell you guys this story about
Lord.
Is it
story time?
Yeah, story time. What we've invested in this year. So, we moved into this amazing, incredible community. And this incredible community inside of the hallway.
I know what you're going to say. I got you. Okay, go ahead.
So in this community, inside of our hallway, you can get to your garage. Our garage is a little bit further down, but also inside this community is a storage unit. And so have two, I think it's two different sizes.
It's two different sizes.
Two different sizes, storage units. And so one day I came up with this idea and I was so excited. I was like, you know what, St. Jazz, right across the hall from where we live is an empty one.
Right.
And I said, we should get it, babe. We should get it because that way Listen, that's why we flip flop. We should get it because we like our apartment to look baby free and we like it adult.
Yeah.
But when Pooh comes, chic, adult chic. But when Pooh comes, it is playpen, balls, toys, stroller,
high chairs.
He has a recliner, y'all.
Balls everywhere.
I mean, he throwing them everywhere. The house look like something. And normally what we do is we pack everything up when he leaves and we take it to the garage, which is about 5 or 6 steps. I don't know, not 5 or 6 steps, but about 12.
No, baby, it's about 100 feet.
100 feet? Oh, I don't feel like that.
I don't know. It's 100 feet. Because you don't normally do it. I normally do it.
Well, this is true. I can see where
But I digress.
We digress. And so I'm like, yo, baby, we could just go for it. Get it. We get that one from across the hall. And then when we depurize, what do we call it?
Depurize our house.
Depurize our house. We only going across the hall, and all his stuff can go in there because it's back and forth. Like he said, as if I was doing it. This back and forth is a bit much. So he's like, okay, great. So we talk about it. We go look at all of them. He's excited, but he comes back with a different excitement. He was like, babe, but what if that was a Crenshaw Corner's office and we could record in the storage room? That is not why I sent you down the street. That is not what we discussed. I said this from the grandbaby. But anyway, so he go, what do you think? And I'm like, you know what? Because I don't think people understand it's a lot of equipment that we set up.
They have to set up and break down every time we record.
So I'm like, I think it's a good idea. So we're looking at different ones. We find one that we really like. He go get the keys. He's so excited, guys. He go get the keys. We're both excited. We like, yo, we got a little, I don't know what we're going to call it yet, but we got something. But some of Pooh stuff going to stay in there too, of course, right? And so then he comes back and he's sad. He goes in and he's excited. He's sad. And he goes, babe, there's no electrical outlet in here. I said, what do you mean? It's a storage. He's like, baby, there's not one. I said, well, is it in the lights? I mean, the wall? Are you sure?
Yeah, I looked everywhere.
You looked at. He was like, yeah. So he took the keys back. And he was very disappointed because he had this whole thought process. So within 30 minutes, my husband, was it about 30 minutes?
About an hour. 30 minutes to an hour.
30 minutes. My husband go, I'll be back. So I'm like, okay. He's like, I got this idea, babe. Don't shoot me down. Okay, I know we got this budget thing going on, but I need like 40. Was it like 40 bucks?
Like 40 bucks.
I need 40 bucks. I'm like, you know me, I'm calculating, y'all. I'm like 5 times and then 10 and then 20. And then if he take the 40, then I was like, for what? He was like, no, just listen to what I'm trying to tell you. I'll be back. This man invested in a mini small, I guess it's called a Go Power Pro, but it's a mini.
Yeah, it's basically like a little generator.
A silent generator. He gets a silent generator, goes back to the complex, gets the storage room again. Well, we moved the storage room from across the hall to around the corner. Get the storage room. Gets this, and he brings it in here. He plugs it up and everything, and we plug everything up, and guys, it works. Silent, you don't hear anything. So the best investment we did was getting the storage space because we're recording from a storage unit.
And turn it to our studio.
That we turn it into our studio, and that no matter what, well, there's a will, there's a way, and he was determined to do it. And this little generator. So bravo to you, babe.
Yeah, I'm not done yet because I'm about to soundproof it, make the sound even better. But yeah, that was the one thing I didn't want to say no on.
Yeah.
And you just have to get to a point, family, that you find that one thing that you just don't want to say no to.
Yeah, you did not.
Yeah, and I think, and it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be life altering.
Yeah.
But you just find that one thing that no matter what, you just can't say no to.
Yeah.
And then you find a way to make it work. That's why I'm excited you're actually being a part of the All In project.
Yeah.
Because that's what that is. It's that one thing that you, like I said, and you don't compare to. If I understand the project correctly from how it was explained, it's not. You don't compare to anyone else.
Nope.
Your goal doesn't have to match someone else's. Nope. Your goal doesn't have to be as big or as small as someone else's. It's your one thing.
Your one thing
that you're focused on, and you refuse. And for 40 days, you refuse to say no to it.
You refuse to say no. You have no. You just refuse. But it's a balance as well. We have accountability partners.
Right.
It's a very small group. First of all, wasn't made to be large. It's a small group of accountability people who you stay on task together. You have to. So there's these what they call launch pads. that helped you, like non-launch pads that help you in your direction. And one of the ones that cracked me up is the lay your A down. So out of 7 days, it's one day that you have to lay your A down.
Hold on. So I've been a part of the Project All In
all your life.
All my life? Because I've been telling you that for 21 years.
Yeah, lay your A down. It's the lay your A down, and you lay down and you relax and you read, which is amazing. You read some pages of a book that's going to help you towards your goal. Right. And that's all you do. And you tell your family, hey, today is the lay your day down. And you choose. It don't have to be Sunday or Saturday. It could be whenever, which means that even if you work 9 to 5, when 5 o'clock come, family members, I'm about to lay it down. Because I think people understand that you need rest to be creative, to hear from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You have to your creative juices. So I'm excited about that.
Even with exercise. Mm-hmm. They always, if you've ever spoken to a trainer, if you've ever spoken to someone who's like really about exercise and really about being fit, they tell you have to have a rest day.
You have to have a rest day.
Your body to be able to have optimal, once again, optimal fitness.
Yes.
I mean, you can go 7 days a week, but you're tearing down your body more than you're building it.
Yeah.
Because you have to allow your body to rest to be able to build upon those foundations that you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, was one thing that you said, though, that I want to touch on for a moment, because you said a very interesting word that a lot of people don't like dealing with.
Yeah.
You said the word accountability or accountable. And I want to tie that into the 6-month checkup, because as married couples, and for some reason, we don't like doing it all the time.
Because we don't want to rock the boat and hurt each other's feelings.
But as a married couple, you have to hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
That's why you have to have those conversations.
Yeah.
The only way I can know how to hold you accountable, I have to know what goals you're reaching for.
Right.
I have to know what you're trying to accomplish.
Exactly.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
The only way I can do that is by having an honest and open conversation with you and find out, and not just once a month or once a quarter.
Yeah.
Or once every 6 months, I check in. Be like, Becca, what are you up to? No, it's a day-to-day process.
It's a process
where I'm truly invested in what you're doing.
What you're trying to do.
Because that's the only way that I'm going to be able to hold you accountable. Yeah. But then also, and I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a lot of people have a problem with it, because accountability has to come from a place of love. Mm-hmm. It has to come from a place of, I truly want what's best for you.
Yeah.
And I'm not just judging you,
right? Or critiquing
I'm not
you,
just
or criticizing you,
or criticizing you just to be criticizing.
Yeah.
It has accountability for it to work properly and effectively. Mm-hmm. It has to come from a place of love.
Yeah, and I think too, when you think about the whole thing, when you love each other, when you come together for your checkups, that's because you've sat down together and said, what's the goal for our marriage?
Right.
What's the goal for our finances in the next 6 months? And that's another thing. Now, I will say that we've been doing really well with that.
We've been better. We got a whole budget spreadsheet and everything.
Listen, y'all know I'm a paper person, but he got a spreadsheet, y'all.
I got an Excel spreadsheet.
And he goes to it every single month.
Tabs and formulas and all kind of stuff.
And I mind my business, family, okay? I'm not really, I still got my book. I can look at my sticky notes.
She still give me a sticky note.
I still give him a sticky note. Hey, baby, this is what we're doing. But even with that, knowing that we can do better in that area for me personally, because I'm going to have to, paper is good and writing it down is amazing, but I still need to know how to do the Excel and to look at it and to deal with it if he's not around, so that's important as well. Because
finding that common ground.
Exactly, because he was willing to do the paper with me. He hated the book, but he would put it down and like, whatever you want me to do, so he would do it and he would write it down. So for me getting better in that area with you too. So, and then spiritually, as far as our spiritual life is concerned, we're working hard on that. But it's just that those things that we need to discuss, because if we don't discuss as a married couple, we'd be on 2 different pages.
Yeah.
And then if we didn't do this 6-month checkup, then we would have thought, we would be like, oh, we're doing great. And then, or we think we're doing great. And then we talk to each other one day and be like, so we're not doing great. But to come together as one right now, today on the mic and saying, where are we not doing well at?
Yeah, where do we have room for improvement?
Right. And then what do we do good? The Excel sheet we did good. The storage space we did good. There are things that we're doing good and that we're pushing to be better, but we need to be honest with ourselves in order to be better and keeping each other accountable for what we said we're going to do.
And also understanding that, and family, if you're the type of people that did that, if you're the type of people that said, I'm going to accomplish this in 2021, or I'm going to make sure this happens, and you're not quite there yet, it's okay.
It ain't over.
It's not over yet. 2021 is not over yet. We're at the midway point. We're at the let's step back and regroup point is where we are.
Let's audit this marriage.
Yeah, let's audit. And then also, as you're doing it, force yourself to find the good things that's happened.
Yeah.
Because it's easy. You can sit down all day and say, I didn't do this, or I didn't accomplish this, or I missed the mark here. You can do that all day. That's easy to do.
Yeah.
But force yourself to find the victories.
Yeah.
Because I promise, no matter what it looks like, there's always a victory.
Yeah.
If it's as simple as you got up this morning.
Yep.
Trust me, for some people, that is a victory.
That's a victory.
The fact that you actually consciously put both feet on the floor, got out your bed, and put on some clothes other than your night clothes.
My who, baby?
Your night clothes. That's a victory.
That's a victory.
Because there are some people, whether they're in a marriage or not in a marriage, but there are some people who life has weighed on them or is weighing on them so heavy that just getting out of bed for them is a victory.
Yeah. So you have to audit yourself.
So,
Even yourself, audit yourself and say, what is it? I think too, also having supplies. When I say having supplies and tools, for each other, go, okay, so we didn't, like for me and him, okay, we didn't do as well as we wanted to coming in as far as our health is concerned.
Right.
So we know that we had to find a program. How we did well before,
we had a program.
We had a program. We realized that we have to have a program.
Yeah.
We're not, some people y'all are just so disciplined. My God, bless y'all disciplined. But we like to see plans do A, B, C, D, and it works for us. And so we know that we have to go back to stuff like that we know for sure. So the beautiful part about it is you can always go back in your toolkit and pick that back up. You don't get a Phillips screwdriver and after it's fixed something, throw it in the garbage. You leave it in because you may need that Phillips screwdriver again. Yeah. So same thing with us in our marriage and in our relationship and what we're doing as far as our health. There are some tools that really work for us that we know that we have to go back to and utilize.
My uncle was that type of person.
Uncle Joe?
Yeah.
My knees gonna say Uncle Joe.
Yeah, he's that type of person where he would have tools that he literally had not used in like 15 years.
Wow.
But he had it.
Yeah.
For when the time came that he needed it, it was there. Yeah. And that's how you have to do things. Yeah. You have to supply yourself, as my wife was saying, and every tool looks different from everybody. For everybody. Whether it's self-confidence, whether it's a word that you need, whether it's a scripture, whether it's a song, it's whatever it is, whether it's a book. Yeah. Every tool for everybody looks different. And understand, just because you're not presently using that tool now doesn't mean that in 5 days you won't need it. Exactly. So the best thing to do is just store up your tools.
Store up your tools.
And store them up. I've said this before. We talked about it before. My grandmother's the type of person, she always kept a song in her heart. You always found her humming. You always found her singing. Yeah. She did that constantly. And the reason she did that is for when times got hard for her. Yeah. She was already equipped to deal with it because she already had that song. She already had that comfort for her. Yeah. That she knew that no matter what's coming my way, this helps me get through it. And so she was already prepared for it. Yeah. So like I said, whether it's a book that you are reading, whether it's a song that you have, whether it's a course you need to take, whatever it is, start establishing your tools now.
Yeah, because when you have your audit, when you have your 6-month checkup and you guys are talking about, hey, babe, well, you're not doing this or we're not doing that and we can be better in those areas, you both can go, okay, we'll pull this tool out. Well, let's try this. Let's do this. You're sitting together trying to find together corporately what you can do, but also individually. And give each other, because to be honest, you are each other's tool. You know what I'm saying? You need each other to make this thing work. So I feel good. I don't have any more. I mean, I got more, but I don't have more because we're already, we deep in.
No, I think we deep in on this one. I enjoyed it. Hopefully the family enjoyed the conversation.
I need you guys to do your 6-month checkup, please.
Do your 6 months, family.
Yes.
Do your 6 months. Babe, do you have a final thought for the family?
Do your 6 months checkup, please.
That's your final
Do your
thought?
6 months checkup. No, for real, guys. It's important. This month, please do a checkup on your marriage. Do not, because you may think everything is okay, or you may think everything is not okay and it's better than you think it is. But do a 6-month checkup on your goals and what you set for your marriage, for your children, for your family, for your finances. Yeah, let's get this checkup going, please. Thank y'all.
Mine is going to be really simple.
You always say that for some reason. It's
No,
never really
it's
simple,
really
baby.
simple.
But go ahead.
And it's really just a phrase that my wife always says. Grace and space.
Grace and space.
If you're not where you need to be, give yourself the grace to that it be okay.
But just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but that's, like I said, that's my family. Just really simple. Just grace and space.
Grace and space.
Family, we love you.
We do. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we thank you for listening.
Helpful.
I hope we were. Hopefully,
so,
we
yeah.
touched somebody. I'm not going to say hopefully we were. We touched somebody.
Yes.
And if as long as we touched one of the family members,
we did
then
great.
it was all worth it.
It was all good. Peek the cat. It was all,
it's all
good.
But family, we love you. We thank you for listening. However you're listening, whether it's on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, whether it's Amazon Music, Google Play, whether it's iHeartRadio on our own personal website at www.thecrenshawcorner.com.
Yes.
Family, we consider ourselves an interactive podcast, which means we can be found on the socials. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, all in the Crenshaw Corner. And of course, you can email us at any time at thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Once again, thecrenshawcorner@gmail.com. Family, as always, welcome to our journey.
We love you guys. Bye.